Hello, friends. Good evening and welcome. Today I'm trying to come live on YouTube. I'm sure most of you would be happy to be here. Let me feel you. Let me know if you're live. Ping me in the message box. I'd love to read from you. We are proud Indians. We always have stood up to the testament of times. Every time there were challenges, we always bounced back. And so is the need for now as well. More than any time, we are a bigger threat today. And it's time for us to understand deeper. And I want to learn from you as well. How can we be vocal about local? I'm sure it's a great message that our Prime Minister has passed on each of us to think through as to how to be local, how to be more local than actually buying stuff from outside. See, there are times when we were not so much sensitive, but the time has arrived that we got to be more sensitive. I've got few thoughts about how to be, vocal about local. To begin with, just few things that we don't have to think too much louder is what I want to share with you, especially when you're buying vegetables. If you look at the vegetables could be a very small part of your entire expenditure in a month. Let's not be too stingy negotiating with them, trying to you know trying to apply all our logics and savings exactly at the vegetable vendor. I'm sure we should not be cheated, but definitely if things are close to surely that's one way that we can support our local market. So let's make a resolution that we will try our best to keep our Swadeshi movement on, not just for now with this COVID thing, but long after it has gone as well, to support the Indian manufacturers and all service providers in every way that is possible. This is the first mission that we all together have to take pledge. I think uh, we are all already on it, but probably this is only a reinforcement for that. And next is check out this website, okay, greatofindia.com. See here, there are a lot of products and things that are readily available, which you can think about buying. Because when you go for buying in a supermarket, we don't look at which is made where. Probably when it's free to come out, and we try to buy whatever is available in the shop. Probably the top ones are probably are the ones which are coming from a lot of MNCs, and your money is actually swindled and going out of the country. So take time to actually look at, make the greatofindia.com, go to the website, look at it, what are those buying patterns that you want to shift, and look at where you can get them. Or if you go to the supermarket, make sure you take some time, a little bit of more effort in planning and making sure that you buy only things made in India. Another thing is, don't we get cheated by all these Indian startup companies, which are mostly funded by Chinese companies? Some of which were, I was astonished the moment I found out this morning. I was surprised. Some of them are big basket. When you buy vegetables from big basket, most of it is going to the Chinese investor. And Byju's, by the way, an Indian startup, is also funded by Swiggy, Zomato, all these big startup companies, which are very, very successful currently in the last 5 to 10 years, are mostly funded by Chinese organizations. There's two things: Tenants Holding and Alibaba Group. They are the major ones who have our stakes. Imagine if they pull back, lot of people will be jobless, lot of startups will go bankrupt, and this is a very big dependency on them. When we are starting up a company, why are these companies all dependent on from other angel investors who are mostly Chinese? Because I think the companies inside India, the people who have got money, are not investing in Indian companies. There is in the external companies on us than we having on ourselves. So we got to think about where we are investing in the trading as well. Try to put your money in trading mostly on the Indian companies. Show that little bit of your commitment for Indian companies. Way back in 2002, when I was in Japan, I was surprised that there are not many American cars. In fact, I couldn't find even one in my 10-day stint there. There's so much vocal for local. You can see that always everywhere. And Chinese are the biggest example as well. They don't use Google, they don't have Facebook, they don't have any of them. They make their own countries, apps, and methods in which they manage their entire country. Why we are not able to make domestically these kind of applications, and why we need angel investors from China for some, per se. Let's stop first investigating about it and stop investing on these companies or buying and produce of these companies. I know it's very tough, but we got to make a prudent decision. Also, before you mindlessly buy on Amazon, little bit research about company of origin, and before you order that on the Amazon as well. And if you by chance order something which is from China, have that patriotism to return back. Press the return button, send it back, and try to find one which is from Indian make. And was also thinking that our education system is completely into creating employees, right? All our children are getting parroted in the schools to ultimately memorize few things, repeat, and try to compete with their own school kids, ultimately become somebody who's working for an organization, trying to pull somebody else again in the corporate ladder as well. The very less of co-creating, co-working, and creating a greater value for the country. This is not taught in the education system currently. They are taught as if they are two people and you got to compete with them and come out in a race, finally end up as an engineer to work for a multinational company which has got a bigger share probably from other countries. Very less of us who turn into entrepreneurs are unfortunately funded by some other countries, which is another robbing of our wealth probably. Very less of the people who have took the idea to a level that it is really materialized are keeping that amount, very small amount. Rest is actually swindled and is going out of the country. We got to think deeper than what it looks apparently. So I would say let's work for it. It's just the beginning of this journey. After you listen to this, probably I want all of you to share few comments, write something about it, at least one idea that you think is right for us to go in this direction. How to be vocal for local. If you've got any idea, just write it below. Probably somebody would change, and that person can trigger 100 others. So this is the only way we survive and we can go to the next level. I request all of you to practice it. This is the best way of showing patriotism. We were all thinking that we are independent and we are out of the shackles of 1947. I think we are not. All our money has always been going out. This is not the way we can become the golden nightingale. All of us have to wake up our goals, and that's why I've written this golden age. Golden age is we have to have goals. The goals should be bigger than our own immediate needs and desires. They should be much bigger than what we can hold. It is to uphold the society, to uphold and bring up the country's wealth and riches back. Each one can be rich in the country, provided we don't send off this money out, but we keep it by investing in our own companies, in our own country produce, and in our own people around. That's how we can be really flourishing. We will bring back India into a golden nightingale again. I thank you for your attention. If any of you there live If you can put back certain comments, I would be really happy for sharing this knowledge, investment, everything that I do every day basis. Somewhere, some part, I want it to reach to the greater society, especially by educating people. I want to make a difference to them. I want to stop this mindless employee business, make each one into an entrepreneur who thinks beyond his own job role, who can do something back when he goes home to uplift the society, bring out his best thoughts and ideas. And you have to spend some energy, time around it. You got to do that. That's your duty as a countryman. And I firmly believe in this. I will do it as long as I am alive on this earth. And I thank you for your time and attention. Jai Hind and good evening. Take care of yourself from this COVID. And I'm sure the medicine would be shortly out as a vaccination. All of you would be normal in some time. But don't forget that we got to be uh, taking care of our country in a long term by reminding and remembering that this time has come that we have to be very cautious of where we are investing our money, what we are doing, including the Swiggy, Zomato, Paytm. Everything is a Chinese company. Wherever, whatever you do, the money is going somewhere else. So keep your intentions clear, keep your open mind, research a little bit, and take care of yourself. Okay? Take care. Jai Hind. Bye bye. Take care.